Welcome back, guys. It's time to talk about the CAF Confederation Cup. Nigeria's representative Enyimba did what we all expected them to do. They're through to the next round of the competition. 5-1 victory. Let me get your thoughts before we take a look at the results and who they're likely going to meet in the semi-finals. Your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, they needed her to respond. They needed her to win well. An outright win was all they needed, and they got it. Yes, scary moments when
Especially
Ryan Sports equalized, and then Enyimba was also missing, some sitters as well. But at the end of the day, they got the job done. 5-1. Next up against Raja, I think will be tougher. Of course, North African teams, a Moroccan side.
You would have preferred Kara.
I would have preferred Kara, but Kara, of course, Kara lost in their own front. In their own ground, and then went away to lose just by a long goal. But then again, I feel
that's the equalizer you're talking about. There,
yeah, a lot of Ryan Sports. If they had taken all their chances, we probably have seen an interesting scoreline, probably like 6-3 or 7-4 or even 5-3. But they didn't take their chances. And if you leave yourself exposed at the back, like we saw Enyimba did in this game against a side like Raja, then
another good performance from the Enyimba left back. Everybody is talking about.
Ikwem Uten, yeah, fantastic. I think it's currently as we speak, maybe because of the games we see on TV. I must emphasize on that. He's probably the best left back we have in Nigeria now, as we speak. So, and he's living up to that expectation as well. Churning out games week in, week out. They have the cup games next on the home front. Let's hope they stay consistent before they go on to meet Raja. Okay,
so let's quickly take a look at the results of the quarterfinal matches that were played and see the aggregate scoreline. Rotimi, there you have it, the one involving our own Enyimba, 5-1. Raja Casablanca already did the most important part of the job. Away from home, and came home 1-0. And some people are already trembling now. But anyway.
You can understand that.
We should. It's not going to be an easy.
It's a tougher task.
Definitely.
Compared to what we saw from Ryan Sports.
Definitely.
All right. Two other quarterfinal matches were played as well. They have a Rotimi.
I was surprised with the USM Alger result. They decided that dumped out MFM, and you can't even score in front of your own fans. It's weird.
Well, they're taking on El Masri. El Masri we know as well. It's another.
El Masri, an Egyptian side were decent, but I didn't
not
expect.
In the class of,
not in the class of Al Hatli.
But they're very decent.
Or Zamalek. Yeah. Decent, and that's why I felt USM Alger should have gotten something over them. But hey, it didn't go their way.
And unheralded RS became
another Moroccan side.
End of the road.
AS Vita Club have the experience on the continent, so it's no surprise really that Vita edged that particular game.
Okay, so that's it. We leave it at that. So Enyimba know what to do to progress in this competition. They know who they're going to face in the semi-final. So we just leave it at that for now. Let's take a step. Should I say a step down? Let's go to the AITEO Cup, not a step down. The AITEO Cup. Let's take a look at matches to be played today. We'll quickly take Rotimi's comments. 4 centers, but just 2 centers having anything to do today. So if you look at it, Pillars of Rivers United, Kora United, and Abia Warriors. A lot of people are saying Pillars will be like the home team in Lagos.
Yeah, because they are playing in Agege. The matches will be in Agege Stadium. We've got a lot of locals in court from the Pillars' end, residing in that area. So they want to come and watch their team and support them. And that's where that statement came out from. So Pillars Rivers United, on paper, should be a big game.
Right.
But these guys have been idle for a while. So
you never know.
You never know. So it might just be. I hope it doesn't end up as an anticlimax. Yeah, that's what I feel. Kora United, Abia Warriors as well. Abia Warriors, yes, they've had a good run so far up until this point. Kora United, just pushing. So I think there will be wins for probably Abia Warriors and
Kano Center, Sonabasha Stadium.
Well, Sunshine Stars have been taking this cup game very serious, very, very serious. Supreme have been one of the giant killers, like we normally say. Yeah, Sunshine Stars might edge this one. El Kanemi Rangers is the tough one. Imama up against his former side. Club. Yeah, at the neutral ground. El Kanemi will probably feel more comfortable because it's a Kano. So but which side fans should be an interesting game as well.
Okay, so that's it for now. We'll still have the NNL and the lower one, the Nationwide League for you. Let's quickly move on to the NNL matches played over the weekend. Let's see some of the results and thoughts on it. We'll run through the results quickly. There you have it on screen. Let me run through this quickly. Division A1, Jigawa Golden Stars, 1-0 victory over Gombe. FC Samfara, 1-0 victory over Sokoto United. Real Stars played a goalless draw with Adamawa United. EFCC and Giordano played a 1-0. That game was on Friday. In Division A2, Road Safety, 7-0 victory over Taraba. I don't think we will say some things on that game. Mighty Jets, 1-0 victory over Kaduna United. Kogi United, Kogi United, Kogi United, 1-0 victory over NAF. You say something as well. The game, Aklosendi and ABS failed to show up, so we'll see what will happen with that.
And that's worrisome.
All right. In Division B1, Gateway and 3SC played a 1-1 draw. Abia Comets, 1-0 victory over Insurance. Aqua Starlets, 1-0 victory over Warri Wolves. Julius Atete, 1-0 victory over Bayelsa United. The game between Osun and Rovers, due to the elections, couldn't
Had
go.
to be postponed. Yeah.
So in Division B2, Dynamo Force 1-1 with Korodu United. Remo Stars 3-2 victory over Crown FC. Delta Force 1-0 over Newi United. Delta Stars 1-0 over Stationary Stores. In a minute or two, quickly, the Kogi United and the other ones that come to
Kogi
mind.
United are only in the news because of their interesting run in the cup competition.
Okay.
Banned, unbanned, when did it happen? But fingers crossed. I'm not sure they'll do enough to come back to the Premier League next season.
Then ABS not showing up?
And that's why I said earlier, worrisome. The management of ABS are a top side. I mean, a top team. So if nothing is going their way now, then we should ask questions. ABS shouldn't be the team that will be missing games. But I heard, salaries not being paid and all of that. So it's a bit. The stories from ABS, it's really not good considering the pedigree and the people in charge of that particular club. Yeah. So wait to see how they solve that, really.
Hopefully that situation is resolved as soon as possible as well. So let's now take another step down. This time let's talk about the Nationwide League One. We'll talk about grassroots football all the time. And this is one league that caters to a lot of amateur clubs in Nigeria. Let's go to Division 2, the Lagos Center now. Some games that were played at Legacy Pitch in Lagos. Anointed Stars, Group 1A saw Anointed Stars and Bagada FC. Bagada FC were in the studio last week, making a debut in this particular league, and they defeated Anointed Stars by 2-0. Seriki with 2 goals there for Bagada FC, while in Group B1, Vining defeated Metropolitan FC by 2-0. On match day 2, which was yesterday, Group A1, you saw Bagada also recording another 2-0 win, this time over Kauna Sports Club, while in 1B, it was Metropolitan losing by 1-2 against Collins Edwin Sports Club. Ultimately, last week we had the manager and one of the players of Bagada FC in the studio, and they talked a good game. They talked about how they're very, very ambitious, and they intend to get to the Premier League in a few years' time. They made their debut on Saturday, and it was a 2-0. We were seeing pictures from that game against Anointed Stars United. They won by 2-0. How impressed are you that this team that is just starting the league starting on a winning note?
Well, for most of the teams that got a win, I mean, you should be impressed. It's their first major break into trying to play football on the Nigerian scene. So if you can get it, started on a good note, then you deserve an applause.
Bagada, they're more like a sensation. Everybody's talking about that.
It's because of
privately owned.
Because of the you're saying local balance, the packaging.
The packaging,
yeah,
right.
The packaging. I mean, I saw some of the officials on Friday. I was having a chat with them. Well done, guys. The social media buzz.
Oh, you saw them?
The photo shoots and all. I was at the draws, though I didn't finish with them on Friday. But then again, it's pretty good that they've started well. Most of the teams, Kauna FC is another interesting team. We'll probably talk about that later. But I hope that most of these teams, the purpose for which they were created is actually achieved or seen. You know, it's not. It shouldn't be a marketplace where some funny agents will come and start. Let me take you to.
But it's difficult to keep it with the agents. So that's the.
I know it's difficult. I'm just saying that the purpose why
will not be defeated.
Will not be defeated. Really.
You're absolutely spot on. Let's take post-match reactions. Reaction of the coach and manager, the manager of Bagada FC, Jide Akinyele, what he has to say after they made a winning start to their NLO campaign.
Well, excited is the word. I'm very, very happy at the moment. Our first game, our debut game at the NLO, and having a clean sheet and also winning with 2-goal margin. That's impressive from our hands. So I'll say I'm very, very, very happy. Well, overall performance, I'm quite satisfied with what we did today. Scoring 2 goals. Yes, we missed some clear chances, but it's something we believe in the next game we'll put out to bed. So overall performance, I'll say I'm very, 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 very satisfied.
Bagada FC manager and owner, the Jide Akinyele, obviously very satisfied with the way they started the NLO season, and wish them all the best as they continue, perhaps try to get into the NNL first of all before talking about the Nigerian Professional Football League. Let's move on with the show now, and let's go to London, where it's all about the FIFA Best Awards. We're going to find out the winner tonight. Is it going to be Mo Salah? Is it going to be Cristiano Ronaldo? Or everyone, okay, not everyone's favorite, a lot of people backing Luka Modric to go on to be named the best player in the world by FIFA. Rotimi, let's not talk about the controversies anymore now. It's done, there's no Lionel Messi.
Just have 3.
It's down to these 3 guys. Ronaldo on your screen there, fantastic season for Real Madrid last year, leading them to back-to-back Champions League titles. Moved on to Juve now, still scoring goals, scored over the weekend as well, to Mo Salah as well. And Luka Modric seems to be the favorite for, is it a sentimental favorite? Is it fair to put it that way? Sentimental favorite. Because if you look at the numbers, his numbers
compared to
are
the
not
other
comparable
two,
to the other guys.
No chance for Modric. But if since the FIFA World Cup is a big factor, since it's the yardstick, I don't want to say if the FIFA World Cup is the yardstick. It is the yardstick. Modric will nick it.
Naked. Yeah. All right, let's get to listen.
I mean, he got to the final of the World Cup.
Right, but he didn't win it though.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter.
Salah, Ronaldo didn't even
make it that far. Interesting. Let's listen to 2 coaches who truly believe that Luka Modric has done enough to be named the best player in the world. Gareth Southgate and Zlatko Dalic.
I hope Luka Modric will be the best player in the world because he deserves it. This year he did a great job, and I know Messi, Ronaldo, also a fantastic player, but this year of Luka Modric, he was the best player in the Club World Cup, the best player in World Cup and Europe. Now I hope Luka Modric will take this award.
Well, firstly, he was outstanding against us, but that's not, of course, the only reason. He won the Champions League with Real Madrid. He got to the final of the World Cup with Croatia, and I think he was certainly their most important player. So the season he had was phenomenal in terms of success, with team success, but also I think he's a fantastic player. Wonderful footballer, but also the way he plays. So, there were some brilliant performances, but for me, he was the best.
Yes, Gareth Southgate there, as well as Zlatko Dalic, who you understand as the coach of Luka Modric for the Croatian national team. They have no doubt whatsoever that Modric is the man for this award. There will be other awards on the night as well. So there's a Coach of the Year award. You also have the Goalkeeper of the Year award as well too. And we'll see who emerges and who take home the crowns later tonight in London. We'll come back tomorrow. Obviously, you're going to have the winners on the show. Start to go for our final break now. When we come back, we'll be looking at what the papers are saying.